Well, okay, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter O'Neill. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and anything I can to flip for a profit. The more weird and unusual, the more I tend to go for it. I've had some absolutely amazing gems over the last few years. Now, I sell my product on my own website, AntiquesArena.com. I don't sell on eBay no more. I got away from eBay, thankfully. Yay. Now, as you're aware, I've already told you in one of my recent videos this week, buying's been really hard this last week or so, and the boot sales were cancelled today because of severe rain. So I've been really short on stock this week. So today you're going to have a bit of a mixed video. You're going to have a bit of a vlog. I've had a few pieces to share with you, and then I've actually been making a garage film. I'm a bit of a hoarder, and if you saw my original hoarder videos in YouTube, you'd see just how bad it was. Anyway, I've started cleaning my hoarder garages out, and I got a head camera that I wear, and when I filmed for a couple of hours in there, and when I transferred the video footage to the computer, then I cleared the camera ready for the car boot sale, to film at the car boot sale, it didn't all come across, so I've lost the beginning of the film, the first sort of 20 minutes or half hour of the film. So, what you're going to have today, you're going to have a little chat, you're going to have the small haul I've got to share with you, and then I'm going to finish off, if you stick around, with the last half of the garage film. There'll be no introduction to the film for the garage, but you're aware of why, because I lost the first half of the film. But you still get to see the second half of whatever I dug out during that rummaging. And I'm going to make many more films showing that as I'm emptying the garage, and then getting the garage turned into a nice studio and office. So, a few things to talk about today. First of all, my channel has finally reached a level where I'm being offered memberships and other monetization offers off YouTube. Now, what that entails is you have apparently multiple levels of membership. You can start as little as $2.99 a month, all the way up to like £50 a month. And depending on what levels you go for, you offer different things per level. So let's say, for example, you offer a members only live chat once a week, and priority response to members on questions and comments, and stickers for members and things like that. So I don't know whether or not that would be something you're interested in. Obviously, it's totally voluntary. My channel will remain free, and it is total optional if you want to become a member. Now, you can support my channel free by very simple: a comment, a like on the video, and a share. That's all I ever ask. I put hours and hours of work into the videos. I try and help people. All I ask is you share them, like them, comment. Because it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If anybody wants to support the channel, the links are in the description, always are, through PayPal Me. But I want to know what people think of the membership. Is this something any of my subscribers would be interested in? Maybe I could do some member-only how-to videos as well. And I got one or two how-to videos. I wouldn't mind actually changing to members-only. For example, I done videos on drinking glasses. I was going to do a series of three. Drinking glasses the feet, drinking glasses the stems, drinking glasses the bowls. And by drinking glasses, we're talking 18th century drinking glasses. But they literally take like 2 weeks of video to make. There is so much information in them, they literally take that much time. And I made the first two, and the booze were in there. So I thought, well, what's the point of me making the third? But the information is so valuable, I thought maybe I could turn those type of videos into membership only, and create future videos purely for members. So I don't know what you think. My question is, it doesn't affect anyone else if I create a membership only or a member program and do the occasional member only video. But is anybody out there who watches my channel interested in becoming a member? If so, then I look into doing a membership. I've also been agreed to do merch now. Been authorised to do merch on YouTube. So I'm going to look into doing merch over the next few weeks or whatever that'll be. Start doing t-shirts and things like that. So that's nice. I don't know why they didn't come in at 10,000 and say you can do all this. Now I've almost hit 13,000. They've come up yesterday and said, yes, you can have memberships. Yes, you can have this. Yes, you can have that. So I don't know whether my views or my subscription level reached a certain threshold that I'm now allowed. But I don't see the point in doing a members only video if I'm only going to have a handful of members. So I need to know if it's something that you're interested in as my channel. If you're not, then I won't even bother creating the membership program. I'll just keep it all free and have the views, and I'll just keep doing the videos I can find the time to do. So I really would like your input on that, whether or not you'd support with a membership or not. That's entirely up to you, and be interesting to see the results. I've asked a few other YouTubers today if they've done it, and one or two have said yes, but they never really followed through on it, so they just stopped doing it, and a couple have said no. So I don't really know much about it, but I do watch quite a few American channels, all of which have memberships, and the bigger channels have memberships, so we'll see. But that is purely going to be determined by your answer, whether or not it's something you're interested in. Now let me share with you the small haul I got, and then we'll cut into the garage video before at the end. I don't know how much memory I got on my phone because I'm having terrible trouble with my BT Broadband. I've just done a BT review, go and watch it, it's no good. I can't use my computer and use StreamYard because there's nothing but a blurry picture uploading because I haven't got enough broadband width to upload an image. So now I have to film it and take like a day or 2 days to upload the bloody film. It's a nightmare. Anyway, let's get started. I've had 4 things this week. 1 for the house and 3 to sell on. I'll show you the one for the house first. I love it. It's very big, very, very heavy. I'm going to share the photos with you. But effectively what I got here is a hand painted Chinese porcelain, huge lamp with a silk shade with an inner silk as well, lining. So typical, very classic Chinese pattern, and all that is hand painted. Beautiful lamp, nice crackling to it, and to be honest with you, even the shade, it's got a tilt shade on there, so the shade will tilt if you want to angle the light and that, and it's got this beautiful ruffled silk on the outside in black, and silk in like a beigey brown on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Now this lamp, let me tell you, it's 2 foot tall and 13-14 inches in diameter, so it's over 2 foot tall and over 1 foot wide. I'll splice in photos when I come to the editing software so you can see just how spectacular it is. It weighs a ton. Now I bought this at my local car boot sale. I'm under no illusions, it's not an old piece, but I tell you now, you go to a high-end shop, because that's where this would have had to come from. It would have come from a high-end shop. This shade alone is like a 50-60 pound shade. To have a shade double lined like this out of silk is not going to be cheap. And then the porcelain to be hand painted instead of transferred and things like that. So it's come from a good retailer. And you're probably talking a few £100 worth of lamp here. I bought it for 12 quid. £12. I was going to sell it originally, and then we were looking at it and we thought, you know what, that's going to look just spectacular in the corner of the living room on a little table, and we decided to keep it. It is just absolutely amazing. Look at the photos and see what you think of it. Right, I bought that in Tilburg car boot sale, which, to be honest with you, we're fighting in this week. I know. The organiser had a go at somebody who was buying some bits, and it ended up they were that far from throwing blows at each other, till a few people stepped in and separated them all and calmed it down. So yeah, it wasn't good. Next piece I had is this, which is hard to see because of the light, and I don't know whether I can turn that down a bit. try that. I might have been a bit too bright. So we have a mid-century Italian pottery. I don't know whether I can even see it or not. You have to bear with me because until I get the computer back working, I'm struggling. But Italian hand-painted pottery money box. I don't like that ring at all. Oh, there you go. There's the mark on the underneath, and we have a simple Italian hand-painted money box, and it's a lovely thing. Sorry about the quality of the picture, because I may even splice in images of him for you to see tidy, because the light is just shining straight off the glaze of the ceramic. Cost me £2. I looked them up. People, I couldn't find this exact model, but people were asking anything from sort of £20, £30 all the way up to like £100 for an Italian pottery money box. I've gone in, I think it's either £25 or £30 for this one. The next two pieces came out of a charity shop, and before anyone shouts at me because they're naked or nudes, it's art. It's not porn. Relax. We have hand-carved Balinese naked or nude lady, and she is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful carving and a beautiful lady. Look at the graining on that wood. She's absolutely stunning. Full nude on this one. Nicely finished off. Look at that. It's like she's holding a blanket down around her feet. So that was the first of them. I presume Balinese. They're not that old. But the quality of the carving, you know, they are one single piece of wood. I say they because I have another. This one is a semi-nude. This one, in my opinion, is not the same quality as that one, but still very, very nice. Now, I know a lot of people love nudes. This one's semi-nude. She's got a bottom on, with just enough legs showing to be a little, you know, erotic, I suppose. Little sexy, but yeah, beautiful carvings, beautiful quality. And the ladies they've based them on are just stunning. So yeah, I bought those two, and they were £7.50 each. It's about $9 each, which is, let's be honest, is nothing. I looked them up online, and people are selling just the little heads or busts for £20 or £30. There's very few full nudes or full statues, full carvings, and when they are, they're like £100 plus. Well, I've put them up for £55 each because they come in so cheap, but in all honesty, they're beautiful. Really are. This one I absolutely adore. I love the grain of the wood. It's heavy. She's so beautiful. So yeah, I could live with that one in my own home as a nice piece of art. And she has got a nice bum. So yeah, pair Balinese carved figurines for £15. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? So that's where we're at. That's the mini haul to share with you. What do you think of that Chinese lamp? I absolutely love it. So, it's not a lot of items, but they're items I like. I'm happy enough with them. Stick around for the garage video, and please, honestly, I would really appreciate your honest opinion as to whether or not it's something you'd consider with the memberships. Just because I have a membership program, or if I put a membership program on the channel, doesn't mean all the rest of it's free. It doesn't stop anything. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to do over the next month, or however long it takes me to get a new phone line and a new broadband provider. But if I can, I'll film them on my phone and upload them over a day or something like that. It don't matter if it's uploading over 12-14 hours while we're sleeping. So I may be doing that. But the films are going to be a lot less than normal for a couple of weeks until I get my internet sorted out. But yeah, what do you think of that? I love the four pieces, to be honest with you. If you haven't seen my BT broadband review, go check it out. You'll see just how bad my internet has actually got, and you'll be surprised with the BT's response as well, which is quite shocking, to be honest with you. So anyway, stick around, see the last half of my garage video, and I'll get a new one made soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now. Okay, as you can see, I've got to the back. There's 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. There's about 25, 30 boxes, something like that, around here that are going to need sorting through. Now, bearing in mind, this stuff now back here has probably been here for 10 or 15 years. I've no idea what's in these boxes. So we're just going to go through them. I'm looking for stuff to take to the car boot sale, stuff to put on the internet. And I have absolutely no idea what is in them. It's been broken. Old cottage ware teapot there. A Pall Mall tumbler. There's another one. It looks like this box is going to be full of Pall Malls, an entire box, I would imagine. So these all need to be broken up into sets, because these can be like £30, £40, £50 a set, depending on what type you've got, and they are. This entire box seems to be full of Pall Malls. Something else in here? I'm with dummy. Hang on, there you go. Looks about right. That's Daniel. The front one's my son. Right then, so what we got? We got some plates. So you have a modern Chinese porcelain plate that can go to the boot sale. Oh, that is pretty. That is shallow cut. I don't know whether it would be classed as a liner or just as a bowl, because it's cut all around this rim. Then you got shallow cutting down here. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of glass. Now it has got a chip, I just felt it. It's a little chip for there, that's a very small flea bite. I think that's good enough for the internet. That's a 19th century glass bowl. This is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Look at that. It's like a crackle glass. In a bluey green, large ground out pontle, tons away. Can't see a signature off the top of my head, but that is absolutely beautiful. Joe wouldn't surprise me if that's like 75 quid. That's an internet piece. That's going in the house. So we've got a big fish platter. Doesn't go through. Who's it by? I can't see it. It just says handmade South Africa, I think. Now that craze in there doesn't go through. So again, I think that it's going to be an internet piece, providing that craze in doesn't go all the way through, which it doesn't. Yeah, handmade in South Africa. That's well worth going online. So already there's, I don't know whether you saw the Chinese boxes in the last film or whether the camera broke down. It was a set of these, beautifully carved. They're modern, you know, 70s, 80s, but it was a graduated set. It was a box inside a box inside a box. So they were nice. Heavily carved with the brass fronts. I can't remember whether they were in the film last one or whether the camera died, because I've been having camera trouble. So already we got 1, 2, 3, 4 nice things to go online. Anything else under here? What's that?
Now we come into all Pall Malls, Pall Mall, Pall Mall. These are literally all Pall Malls. There are different sets. Oh, that's not Pall Mall. I don't know what that is. So this box needs to go in now, and that can go in the house. That can go to the boot sale. This box needs to go in. I need to sort out these Pall Malls and list the Pall Mall sets. I can tell you now, a set of Pall Mall champagne glasses like that. Now there's a few different variations of this pattern. Lady Hamilton pattern. Set like that is like 30, 40, 50 pound for a set of 6 of them. And there appears to be 3 or 4 different types or 5 sets in here. I've seen a few varieties of shapes. I'm trying to get to the bottom, see if there's anything other than Pall Malls in here. Roll Salangor. In fact, I think that was a different pattern for this one, if I remember. Is it? No. Maybe what one did we just look at? Anyway, I think this box needs to go in. Let's take that out before we break something. That box needs to go into the house to be sorted out and listed. That can go to the car boot sale. That lot's listing. So I'm going to chuck this down by there, because that's and in the house box. Let's grab another box, is it? Do I take one off the top or one off the fallen? Let's take one of the fallen, is it? What have we got in here? That's a nice little Chinese print. Is it a print? Yeah. Nice little Chinese scroll print, but I don't know if that's going to be worthy to go online. I'll look it up. I don't think they're going to pull enough money to justify putting that online. So that might be another boot sale one, but it'll go for a few pound on the boot sale. Behind the Shield, SAC. The Army Scripture Reader. Alright, I'll have to check that. Old Master Drawings, Loan Exhibition. Let's see the drawings on that. Now this would have been bought in to be basically to go in with my reference books. To be honest with you, I don't know whether to keep it or sell it on, because in all honesty there's not a lot of info that can give me. This is not the type of item I deal in, and it was a period where I would just buy anything that could be used as reference, in the hope of learning from it one day. These great artists, let's be honest, I'm never going to buy a piece of these. And whilst these are spectacular books, I'll price them up online first, but I think these are going to just go. And this one isn't. I must admit, anything Chinese I'm keeping, because Chinese is what I'm trying to deal in, so that's coming in with me. Chinese painting. That's not going nowhere. Mine. Now I sound like a seagull off Nemo. Mine. Photograph album. With no memories. Boots it. Dior. Christian Dior. And what we got in here? Watches, is it? Watches and jewellery. Watch. It's a good reference book for Dior. I may need looking into. If someone likes Dior books. We got a few early books in here. These are early. Right then. This one is 1794. The Guardian in 2 volumes. Have I got the front covers from? I'll have a look. But that is seriously old book, 1794. So the greatest honour of human life is to live well with men of merit. Well, there's an opening statement, isn't it? I think that's the greatest honour of human life is to live well with men of merit. Well, that's an opening statement and a half. Anyway, a 230-year-old book almost there. What's this one? And there's the back plate. So that is a complete book. And we have another volume here with loose pages, but still another volume. So we have 1,500. So this is 1776, I think it is. Because you got 1,000, 500, 100, 100, 50, 10, 10, 5, 1. So, yeah. 1776 this one is. Letters of Abelard and Heloise. Is that the same book as this? Let's have a look. Or is that a different book? This might be off this one, which I think it is, looking at that. This is this book. So that book is now complete. That's right. So we have a book there. Alright, it's not in brilliant condition, but I'll have to look it up. These are original books. These are 18th century books. Just sat in a box. The Library of Modern Travels, Voyages and Discoveries. Well, that's going to have interest, isn't it? So, we've got 2 books there. What's this one? So, look where you are. You're missing a back plate. They're missing back plates. What's that back plate off? It's not off them. Does it fit that? No, it's a little big. I'm not sure if I got the backboards for these 2 a minute, but we'll have a look. Where are you? That is a plate size for that, is it? Seems a little... That might be it, actually. Right, so... I think this might be missing the first page or a couple of pages. Was that what was missing out of there? Is that one? Because I was missing a few pages. 9, 10, 12. Right, so that one must be that one then. We'll have to do a bit of looking at these. Double check them. So that's there. There. Doesn't fit there. What's this book? Now the condition isn't there on them. This one's 1794. The Guardian in 2 volumes. Ah, so we got volume 1 and volume 2 now. Alright, it's missing a board, but these will probably be rebound. The original books. Volume 1 and volume 2. What we got here? The Old Master and the Pictures. $18.93. Again, we'll have to look that one up. Elucid Books, 1904, 4th impression, 2nd edition, Elucid Books. Universal Tutorial Series, I'll have to check that, I have no idea what that is. The Argent, is that coins? French coins? I think, or the hallmarks. These are French hallmarks. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's got to be a reference book to keep. Happy days. Principles of Good Farm Management. Good sale. To Ted with Love, Eva. Now this Prostozoglas, I can't even read it. I remember having this a long time ago. Now the reason I had this book is because I had it with the painting. I've actually got a piece of art by this gentleman, or by this artist. It might be a woman, I don't know. I'm trying to see if... Well, the page is folded over. So that must be the one I have I? I'm not sure. Page is folded over for a reason. Now I've actually got this because I've got the piece. And it was inscribed to a friend, which is Ted, not myself. It's a friend who lives just over in Aberfan, or Treharris now. To Ted with love, Eva. So that's got to be kept until I find the piece that goes with it. Life of Henry IV of France, Volume 3, 1860, in the inscription. Okay, so what we got? 1,500, 1, 2, 3, so that's 1,800 and 50, 60. Ooh, so X must be, I thought X was 10, it is. So let's have a look. I'm getting confused with my letters here. Breakdown. No service, typical, innit? We'll have a look at that in a minute when it comes back. The welding, brazen, soldering of copper and its alloys. That's going in the boot. Bacterial diseases of plants. That is an interesting book. Printed in America, copyright 1920 by W.B. Saunders and Company. I could see this being an expensive book, so that's definitely one to put aside. Oh! Now I can say I'm Neo. I know Kung Fu. Songs from Punch. That might be collectible now, I'm not sure. The Royal Warrant Appointment, Tony's Limited. The premiere of the best of everything in tasteful dress. I don't know about tasteful dress, she was undressed. Look at that, that'd make a nice framed up sign, wouldn't it? What's the date on this magazine or book? Do you know, I think just that page there, if it got enough age, will be good enough. Well, according to this, you're talking the editor, black and white, Royal Academy Pictures, 1909. Or was that when it was established? Let's have a look. I don't think it'll be 1909. That's probably the establishment date. Well, it is Queen Alexandra. So it's an early one. Do you know? I love that. This book would be worth money if it's only for that advert. Another. That's definitely going online. What else we got here? What is this? National Archaeological Museum of Athens. You can see the type of books I've bought over the years where I've been interested in learning and studying art. Can't say I've ever done much with this book, to be honest with you. This stuff is wonderful to look at, but not something I'd ever deal in. I can go to the boot. What we got here? A little Chinese stand. Okay, so that's quite a nice watercolour. Original painting. It's actually come from an auction house. Peter Francis, part lot number 53. Painted by Adolphin. I don't bloody know. Portrait, animal or miniature. Profile painter. Brighton. Ah. Well, that's definitely a saleable item. What have we got in here then? That it's good enough to be sealed up. Ah, the Cunard line, which is a shipping line. And we have some menus dated 1976 for the Norwegian cruise. Well, they're going to be collectible. They're going online. Highlands on Parade at Edinburgh Castle. And that's an original photograph. Again, that's going to go online. No offense intended to anybody who's watching at this moment in time. But I can tell you now it is still going online. We're not going to cover too much time on that. The British flag floats over Pretoria. Well, some of these would frame up beautiful. And with the Queen's Platinum Jubilee coming, look at these. Do you know, that may be going online again. Okay, so we have Roman numerals. Right, so L is 50. Snowball! L is 50. So I was right, L is 50. So we go 1,000. The D is 500, so that's 15. C's are 100, so that's 15, 16, 17, 1800. X is 10, isn't it? But why would the X be before the L unless it means 40? Right, so if the X is before the L, so that would be 1847. Right, because the X is 10 and it's before the 50, it's 10 before 50, so it's 40. So you'd have 1847. Because the X is before the L, you take it away. So yeah. So that is 1847, the life of Henry IV. May have value. What we got next? Well, there's our image to start your book with, and look at that. Ouch. Well, these are plates. Let's have a look here what we got. This is clearly an internet piece. I'm trying to see. There's a full series of these. That's beautiful. Okay, let me rephrase that. She is beautiful. Beautiful picture. Again, that's a really nice image. And these have got some age. I'm going to have to obviously look up the publisher and everything else to find out exactly how old they are. I'll probably sell them online as a set. But I would imagine people are selling individual, so just one piece. So you have Cupid there sharpening his arrow. You know, don't tell me that wouldn't look absolutely amazing framed up. It's plate number 19. You know, just that one framed up, you know, would be good money. What I could do is take all these actually and have them put on backboards and sell them individually. It would take a lot longer to sell, but rather than selling them as one item, look at that, that is such a beautiful image. And just have them mounted on card and a mount, not framed. Wouldn't cost a lot, probably £3 or £4 a picture. And then I'd literally have 40 or 50 different listings that I could just spread out over time. Because some of these are absolutely stunning images. They're playing children. I think that's what I'm going to do with this lot. It's going to be split up. Madonna. Hang on. Let me put this by here a minute. I'm going to be quite witty by here. Who wants a before and after? Don't see much resemblance. Anyway, there's a full book of them there. There's probably 40 full page prints. I'm going to price the album first, because that album could be very valuable. As in very valuable on AB books or something like that. That could be hundreds, so I'm going to have to check it out. But other than that, I'm going to split them up and sell those individually as art. This box was a very rewarding box. Oh, look at that. It's the front plate of one of my books. Not that one. This is a very interesting box. Unfortunately, though, there's not much to go to the car boot sale out of it. It's mostly going to be online kept. Put that plate in there. Don't know where I'm going to put this one now. It's a very good box, actually. Could be a lot of money in that box. Stick with this. Oh. I know what this is. It's a full set of Welsh Iwenny pottery. Bought this years and years ago. Should be a full set. It's all Iwenny, the entire thing. A little chip on that one. So, what I done, I bought an entire collection of it, and there was candlesticks, there was decanters and everything. I took the better pieces out, and this is like the tea sets and, you know, the plates and things like that. There's a lot of pieces in here. The question is, what am I going to do with it? Again, it's probably going to have to go online. I'll just put it on as a job lot. Just wait to put it all now. I'm running out of room. I'm going to chuck this one down by here a minute, because I know what's in there. Grace, there's a weight. I may have to actually split it up because of the weight. I know what was in that box, but it looks like it's going to get damaged. Ooh. That's a very pretty bag. Boot sale. That was disappointing. Well, I'll take that now, see if anybody wants to use it before I boot it. Chad Valley Triangle, one of those. Made in West German. Does it work? I don't know. Does work, but it's very stiff. Haven't decided. Probably boot sale, to be honest with you, but we'll leave it aside a minute. Wonder. It might be worth having that recut. That is a Dartington Frank Thrower design daisy vase. And it's got a couple of flea bites on the rim, which means they're going to want it for 50p or a pound at the boot sale, and it is still a good looking piece. May have to put it aside to get it recut. These are dearer than you'd think. These are like old chemist bottles or jars and things like that. People buy these now for smelting metals and, you know, with acids and things like that. And you have to pick all them buttons up, which is not going to be fun. That is a piece of Fostoria. You see the diamond, 3D diamonds, or 3D cubes rather, the diamonds. And that's in green, Fostoria vase. I'll have to look it up, I don't know what they sell for anymore. Some Fostoria can be good money, others are a waste of time. Ooh. That's a nice little preserve pot. I paid £3 for that one. H.J. Wood of Burslem. What's that, 50s? Looking at that, looks nice. Hand painted. In good condition, that's nice. That's an internet piece. This everything in here is long before internet. It's long before I was working online. And this was where, back when I was buying and selling nothing but car boot sales with little knowledge. Oh, you buy. Well, I don't know who is by at the moment, but I can tell you now it is very good quality. It's very old. It's probably early 20th century. And that's an internet piece. I'm not finding much yet to go to the car boot sale. I'm really not. And that was the whole aspect of today, was to find car boot sale stuff. That's nice. Little ribbon plate. Again, they're collectible and they're not. They're not very collectible, as in there's no great maker. There's no real great age. They're probably, maybe guess mid-century. Maybe newer, 70s, 80s. But what makes them collectible is the dogs. And I have a set. So I have a set of 3 ribbon plates depicting dogs. Any more? No. On a boot sale, they're £1 a plate. Online, I'll probably get £20, £25 for the 3 because they are very decorative and they have the dogs on them. But as for who made them, I don't know. So what have I got here? Postcards. 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 They don't look old, but I will go through them at a later stage. I'm not going to go through them now, it'll take too long. Fox hunting scene breaking cover. Now the image is very collectible. It's not my taste. Killing for sport is not my thing. And of course it is banned now, but I think it's a very collectible scene actually, so I think that's an online piece. I'm finding mostly online things. They're lower value online, but they're online. More postcards. I think all them are going to go to the boot sale, to be honest with you. Probably tomorrow. Now I'm going to go through them. I'm just going to send them to the boot sale. See what I get from. Oh, look at this. I've got jewellery everywhere. That's a really pretty enamel piece. What's that? Is that Pilgrim or something like that? That has a designer look to it. But I can't see nothing, so we'll leave them in the box for now. The doctor will see you now. Still sharp. Couple of old medical scalpels. You can see the variety or the diversity I used to buy. I didn't care what it was. If it was old, I bought it. Worry about it later. That again. Oh, it's a signed piece. Probably aluminium. Thick, heavy aluminium, but it's scratched to hell. Needs repolishing. I'm never going to repolish that. Even though it's signed, it's going to boot sale. Too much work for me for what it'll probably return at the other end. Okay. Well, it's Art Deco. 1930s, 40s, something like that. It's pressed. I was looking for a reg number or a maker's mark. I have 2 of them. But again, they're going to be online. I'm not really... And I found a box full of jewellery. I'm not finding a lot for the boot sale at the moment. It's not great stock, I'll be honest with you. It's not. This is stock at the moment that... Well, it's worth something, but it's not worth hundreds and crazy money. I would have loved to have had the bottle that was attached to. It's a Britannia metal claret jug top. I still think that has value. Jewellery needs sorting through. I'm not going to just chuck it in a box. I'm going to go through it tidy. See if there's any silver, any gold. Nice old corkscrew there. That's a nice one. Let's go on with me. Now don't get me wrong, there is a lot here that is low value, if any value, but handmade in Wales, what are you? Well, look at that. Designed and handmade in Wales. Ronin jewellery. It's silver plate. Remember jewellery, remember perfume, and then the silver plate, because it can ruin the silver plate. But look at the glass, the enamel work on the glass. So that's a pretty item, and it's Welsh, so anything Welsh I'm a fan of. Boot sale, I don't want that. Boot sale. I have no idea what them stones are. Little Victorian jug. That's a shipping line. Asna line Mont Cruise. That's a little table salt. Take your salt out of there. Just decant. Is that a Lincoln Imp or a Pixie? It's a letter opener with the mushrooms. I think it's like a Lincoln Imp or something like that, but it's collectible. We have a nice old torch. British Rail, BR. Cool. Again, I'm finding some really cool gear to go online, but it's going to take me a week or two now to list all this online, and then I got to get back to sort some more. Whereas what I was hoping for was a couple of boxes to go to the boot sale so that I could get rid of some stuff. But nope, it's not worked that way today. It's a lot of, well, I say a lot, it's some real nice pieces. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to tidy this lot up, sort this lot out, and then I'll film some more boxes in a few days. A couple of nice pieces to go online. All I got to do now is find my control to knock off the film. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.